What is going on, my dudes? Tystra here, back again with another Genshin Impact video. If you guys like the content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And as always, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about today's video. Now, today we're going to do a little bit of a shorter video because we're going to be talking about Yelan's story quest. Now, this is different from the Archon quest, and if you guys don't know, the difference between an Archon quest and a story quest is that the Archon quest is actually the whole, updates, like, main story, and then the story quest is actually the story of a character in particular, and we've seen this multiple times before when it comes to Genshin Impact. So let's go ahead and talk about Yelan's story quest. The overall sum of the story quest is that Uncle Tien, or, the Tianshu of Liyue, is actually retiring because he feels that old age is starting to take over and that we should get a new successor for him. So he hires Yelan and the Traveler to actually evaluate 3 people that he actually helped, kind of raise up in a sense. Now, he doesn't tell us this right away, but we do know exactly what's going on. We know that it's the 3 that he thinks are the best suited for the position. So as you interviewed them, you find out that, one of them, Zirhi, I think is how they pronounced it, is better than the other 2. He's more balanced, and it seems like he's perfect for the position. However, Yelan has her suspicions on what's actually going on with Zirhi. So we do a little bit of digging. We find out that once we announce that he is the winner of, becoming Tianshu, he actually goes and buys a wine bottle. Or not wine bottle, but a very expensive liquor bottle. Now, why that's crazy is that he's not a drinker, which doesn't make any sense. We go to a wine glass thing and we find out that he ordered 2 specific wine glasses for this as well. And, it's a little bit strange, isn't it? Well, we go to investigate into Chising Pool, which is one of the things that he's even put in his manifesto that he wants to kind of explore and renovate. We go and go through the domain and so on and so forth, and we find out that he's actually working with the Fatui. And how he was working with the Fatui is that he was slowly poisoning Uncle Tien. He was just poisoning him. The guy who helped raise him and make him, a better kid in general, I guess, in a sense, and raised him up, he's poisoning him. Not only that, but he is doing it because he knows that he thinks he had no chance against anybody else and wouldn't have the same kind of abilities to be able to, kind of become the Tianshu. And the Fatui kind of gets on about this and is like, "Oh, you're a good dog. You followed orders, blah blah blah." Well, as it turns out, not only was he poisoning the Tianshu, Uncle Tien, he also poisoned the Fatui diplomat that was actually helping him and sponsoring him. And his plan was to blow up Chising Pool and make it seem like it was an accident once the, Fatui diplomat actually, passed out. And he was going to blow up the whole thing. He was going to kill everybody that was going to be known, or knew about this situation, and he would just be being the Tianshu. However, the Traveler and Yelan have other plans and stop him, basically showing him all the evidence that they've collected through the camera, which they hide it and actually saw exactly what was going on, and asked him but figured out how he did it. He had poisoned by grabbing a certain teapot and filling it with the, liquor, and as he poured more and more and there was less of it, he actually got ready for the last cup for, the diplomat, and he shook it to where the poison actually got released from the bottom of the thing, and of course, got him poisoned. So not only did the diplomat get arrested, but of course, Zirhi actually also got, arrested. But, obviously the quest doesn't end there. We go back, we see, Uncle Tien being treated by Baiju, which I'm a big fan of Baiju, so I was really happy to see him. And then, of course, they treated his poison, said that he could get better fully between 2 to 3 years, which is unfortunate that it's going to take so long, but we know that Uncle Tien is going to be A-okay. And then, of course, Uncle Tien makes the joke, or not joke, but says, "Hey, Yelan, weren't you wanting to become, the Tianshu?" And she's like, "Oh no, I was just joking about that. I don't want to do that. I live dangerously. I love danger." And that's why I love Yelan, because she is a fantastic character, obviously sexy, and also full of danger. She's the bad girl bad girl that, you don't want to be associated with, but you do want to be associated with. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. This story quest was actually pretty good. It was able to keep my attention. And normally story quests, I kind of go, whatever. The Archon quest is normally what I love to, go through. But, the story quest was actually really, really good. So if I had to give this story quest a ranking solely based on Yelan, it'd be 10 out of 10. But I can't give it solely based on Yelan, but I would give this story quest an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was really good. It was executed very well. It was very easy to understand. Even with me, I was hanging out in VC with friends and barely paying attention, but I could follow along pretty easily with it. So you weren't missing out on much when you went through it. So I think that's good, especially when you could keep up with it and be like, okay, I'm invested. So I definitely give it an 8.5. If it was one of those things where I was like, guys, I can't be in a VC with you, you need to leave, or I'm going to go. If it was that type of thing, then honestly, it'd be a little different. And I'd be like, that's a 9 or even a 9.5, maybe even 10, because, story quests need to really like hook you in. And while I love Yelan and I think she's fantastic, I don't think that the story quest in general hooked me like that. So, but it was still really, really good and easy to understand. And overall deserves an 8.5 out of 10. Now, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys think that I'm out of my goddamn mind, or do you agree with me? I definitely want to hear you guys' opinion. And again, don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe down below. And of course, thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to entertain you. We will be back again with another video later on in the week. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Take care and be safe out there, y'all.